Cardboard Warriors, how's your night going? I got another Zendikar Rising set booster box that we're going to kind of tear through and try and do it in a somewhat timely manner because it's late and tired. So I'm trying to get some videos stockpiled up to make sure I keep the content kind of consistent. Well, looks like we don't have a damaged box topper. Trampoline is very bouncy, so we're good there. So yeah, I've been going a few days here and there due to personal reasons without being able to film videos. So I'm trying to get a little bit ahead tonight so I can get a few more up this week than I did last week. My apologies about that. Things been a little hectic here, but hopefully things are starting to calm down a little. I'll be able to get back on my consistent schedule like I was before. Let's see what we get in here. As you know, if you've been watching any of my videos about these, I'm not real big on the set boxes. I prefer the draft boxes, but you know, they are a cool idea. All right, pathway right out the gate. That's what I like to see. I count the pathways and the mythics. Yeah, I just I don't know. I think it was a great design. Oh, we got a list card. All right, it was a great idea. Let me put it that way. Design was terrible. The idea was pretty good. I like the idea of having something that's a little more of a gamble as far as you can get multiple rares and mythics in a pack. Apparition, Nimble Trap Finder, just like that. And, oh, nice, a Worn Power Stone from Urza's Saga. That's cool. I don't know the value of it. I haven't been looking up the values on the list cards. So I'm not familiar, I'm not sure. But I know it is a cool card. And it's one that's been sought after for, you know, since it came out back in the, what, late 90s, I think, or this saga came out. So, we got our first foil land. So, cool card. I imagine it's probably worth a little something, a few bucks at least. Here we go, Maul of the Skyclaves, and then common, and then advertising. So, yeah, I think the concept, the idea of these set boxes was actually a pretty cool concept. And I like the little mini game cards and stuff. I thought that I'd rather see that than advertising. It sucks that they put advertising plus the mini game cards. Plus, you know, I mean, I would rather just see the mini games and tokens. Valakut Exploration. Oh, we got some spicy stuff in here. A Nissa of Shadow Bows and a Branslaw Pathway full Monte, full borderless with the foil. I wasn't expecting that. It was a pretty good pack right there. So we got our first mythic and our second pathway, and it's a great one, a foil borderless. That's gorgeous. Same one we gotten in the regular, but this time foil borderless. So, and the exploration, we'll see what that one does. Still kind of on the fence about whether I like the exploration or not. All right. So, like I said, I think Omnith, poor guy. Everybody rest in peace, Omnith, in the comments. I think the idea was good. The execution is terrible. I think the way they did it just is weak. Fill out our retreat and showcase. Yeah, I think, like I said, one, the advertising is really just annoying, especially when they're advertising like this one. What is the list? We're opening packs that have a list in it. Why would you put a card that, in place of the list card that tells you about the list card that you didn't get? That's kind of like a poke in the eye, you know? It's like adding insult to injury there. We didn't give you one, but this was what could have been in there, you know? Swarm Shambler and Sproutling. What is the list? Disappointment, mainly. Just disappointment. What is it? Skull Rack's the only really valuable card on the list, I think. I mean, most of it's just bulk garbage. Nahiri, nice card. Nice, great artwork on that card. But the whole, this whole trying to match themes and stuff, it's lame. Nobody cares. Coveted Prize. I think it's cool that you can get packs that are almost all uncommons, you know, and I think that I like that idea of the commons and uncommons being kind of mixed up, so it's not the same. Oh, here's my commons, and then my 3 uncommons, and then my rares, like this pack. I mean, look, we got, what, 6 uncommons and 3 commons? You know, that's pretty crazy. Pretty good. Scoot Swarm. I love breaking the server on Arena with this guy. Although I haven't been able to play Arena all week. Oh, hey, look, a Relentless Rats. That one's worth, I think, a couple bucks, isn't it? This is 10th edition version, so pretty cool. I didn't even really realize that I wasn't paying attention when I opened that pack. I didn't realize there was a list card in there. This one we actually got a token. I would like to see more tokens than advertising or anything like that. I think the little mini game ones were kind of cool concept, but I definitely don't want to see advertising in boxes that I just paid for. I think that's very weak. And here's lithoforming. Speaking of weak. Alright. Last pack of stack number 1. We're a third of the way through the box now, looks like. Alright. There's our art card. Yeah, I don't care about the art cards. I don't really care about the list cards because there's not a lot of good stuff in the list. Linvala and Magmatic Channeler, and then a practice tactics. Gotta practice your tactics. You gotta practice your English too, apparently. You know, my English is adding S's in everything that isn't supposed to have S's in it. Yeah. I'm tired, I admit it. Bright Climb Pathway, which means there's a Grim Climb on the back, and ooh, an Agadeem's Awakening as well. So third Pathway and second Mythic, both in the same pack. That's another thing I noticed about these set boxes is that you'll go a ton of packs with just total garbage, and then you'll get a pack with like really like multiple good hits in it. I got a set card or a list card. These are all set cards. I always get that mixed up. Oh, I almost missed it. That's got a signature on it. The light caught it at the last second. I was about to throw it in the regular pile. So this is the Planes by Chris Ron. There we go. So there's one of those signature cards that some people care about, but not me. I think it'll be cool when they actually do the actual signatures, like limited, numbered. I'm sure it's coming. Adding Cacophony. That is Cacophony. Oh, nice! This was actually one of the list cards I've been hoping to come across. The Simian Spirit Guide is one of my favorite cards of all time, and the Elvis Spirit Guide that this is a kind of rendition of. So, for those of you that weren't around during the Time Spiral block, this is from the second set of that block, Planar Chaos. They redid, with Planar Chaos, they redid old cards, but in a different color that they wouldn't normally be in. So the Simian Spirit Guide was actually a pretty powerful card at the time, because we also had Dragon Storm at the time. We had the Storm decks, so the Simian Spirit Guide, by discarding it to create the mana pool, helped. I believe it helped your Storm count up, as well as giving you free mana for no reason. You just discard it. You don't have to play a land or anything. You just discard this from your hand, remove it from the game, and add 1 red mana into your mana pool. So this was an awesome ramp card. As a creature, it was terrible, worthless, but just an awesome ramp card. It's free mana. So I love that card. I'm glad I got one. I do have a play set of the original Planar Chaos ones, but never hurts to have extras. So, I just love that card. I think it's a great card. So it's a remake of the original, which was the Elvish Spirit Guide, which is a green one from, I'm wanting to say Alliances, but I might be wrong about that. It might have been Tempest or Weatherlight. I think it was Alliances, though. I'm going to go with Alliances because my memory sucks, and I don't want to sit here arguing with myself about it for the next 5 minutes. Luminorc Aspirant. All right. Keep moving through here. So yeah, I think the set, I have nothing against the set booster box idea, having a different type of a booster box, but I think they need to separate it a lot more from the standard. Hey, speaking of Omnath, there he is. Poor guy got banned. Everybody rest in peace, Omnath, in the comments. And then a Shadow's Verdict. So we got a Mythic and a Rare in that pack. Move these piles over a little. So that wasn't bad. And then a Common Foil. And then silly cards nobody cares about. So, we got another list card. So we've been doing pretty good on list cards in this box. Maybe we'll get the Scroll Wreck. That would be nice. So I just think they could have done a little better on the design with this. I'm not worried about. I think the art cards were a little a nice addition if they'd have put more spiciness in here. Apparition, Common Foil, and Skull Clamp. Ooh, nice. We are getting really good cards in this box as far as the set or the list cards. I always get those two mixed up. I always say set cards when I mean list cards. So if you watch my videos, yeah, I'm sure that annoys you. I apologize. Skull Clamp, one of my all-time favorites. If you watch my other videos talking about when I sold my collection 12 years ago, I only kept two vintage decks, but one of them was just a cheapy one. But my main deck that I kept, I almost kept a second deck that was an Elf Fireball deck that I called Elf Ball that had Skull Clamps in it. So what you would do is you would cast a ton of like Mana Dork Elves, and then you'd sack them with the Skull Clamp to draw more cards, and then you cast more elves, and then sack one with the Skull Clamp, and then draw more cards, and then cast more elves, and yeah, so you just ended up with a swarm of elves on like turn 2 or 3, and then what was it? Intruder Alarm. So every time you cast another one, they all untapped, and then you could refill your mana pool up some more, and then eventually cast like a 40-point fireball on turn 2 or 3, just because you've got a ton of elves out there producing mana and untapping and tapping and untapping. Break land pathway for our next pathway, and our foil rare is a squad commander. Woo! All right, I'm good with the pathway, or the pathway. Yeah, I'm glad we got the pathway, but don't care about that foil rare. I was hoping for a little better foil rare than that, although we already did get the foil pathway, so that's good. All right, now what are we gonna get? I just think they could have designed it a little bit better, put a little more spiciness and a little more opportunity. Coral Helm Chronicler, and then Synchronized Spellcraft Foil. Yep, and knock it over the common uncommon stack. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Another list card, but it looks like, in my opinion, I think they just could have done a better job with the overall design, and done a little bit more variation, a little more differences from the draft boxes than they did. All right, we got a Pylath, and a Skyclave Sentinel, and a Grim Harvest from Cold Snap. There's an oldie. Nothing too exciting, but might be worth $1 or $2. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't check into the prices because I'm not going to memorize the prices on 300 cards, especially not when those prices are going to change on a daily basis anyway, because that's just how this game works. Sharix, he's a lot of fun if you got the, what is it, High Alert, I think, and there's another card that can have creatures do damage equal their toughness instead of their power. So, alright, this is the last one of stack 2, and then we're going into the final 10 packs. I've been yapping a lot. We got another list card. Hopefully it's another good one. Scroll Rack? Come on, give me a Scroll Rack. I haven't had a Scroll Rack yet. I don't think I've ever owned a Scroll Rack. A Skull Rack? Skull, like the tobacco. Oran Reef Ooze. Tobacco's bad. Don't do that. Cloud Goat Ranger. Okay, from Borwin. Alright, last stack. Let's try and... Oh, what is that? Try and break through it quickly if I can open the packs. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we got a couple of rares in this one. We got a Kazarilla Chaser, Linvala, and then a Canopy Baloth, and then one of the mini-game cards. Alright, moving right along. Trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Don't want to make the video too long. And I really need to go to bed. So, there's that. Alright, let me know how you guys are doing out there this week. Undo Mammoth, and then a Squid, and advertising. Oh look, we actually got a token in the pack. It's amazing. Alright. Null Priest, and an uncommon foil, and more advertising. Oh no, that one had a token on it, didn't it? Okay, so some of the egg cards have tokens on the back. I prefer the double-sided tokens. I think that's the least they could do is put double-sided tokens instead of advertisements in there. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm even fine with single-sided tokens. There's a Nahiri. Too bad she's not worth anything because it's a great looking card. And I like the whole Nahiri kind of storyline they got going on with this set. Pretty neat. So, we got another list card. Come on, Scroll Rack. Everybody cross your fingers for Scroll Rack. So we got two of the same two pathways, which is kind of funny. We got 2 Brandsloths and 2 Bright Climbs. But I could use some more, so keep them coming here, box. Magnetic Channeler. And oh, a mischievous Queenar from with a Scourge, a rare from Scourge. That's an old set. Scourge was, there was a couple okay cards in it, but for the most part, even at the time, we all kind of considered it a weaker set. It wasn't bad. It just, you know, it was a little, there was a little bit of rough kind of patch in there in that whole invasion kind of era. Squad Commander non-foil and Crawling Barons. And what is the list? The list is a tease. That's what the list is. We're going to give you 300 chances at these awesome old cards and then only put 5 good cards in there. Another foil land. Alright, what do we got? The Awakening. I do like the Awakening. I think that's a card that's probably going to outlive the standard here. Foil Sizzling Barrage. I think that's actually a common that might be worth something. And advertising. Oh, not a list card. What are we going to get in this one? We got Implaceable Earth. We got the Cinderclasm and Annex. Oh, come on. Ah, this is why this is one of the biggest problems with the list. You're going to get a uncommon from a set that just came out this year. What's the point in that? Seriously, what's the point in that? That card was overprinted so massively in the collector's boxes and Theros that nobody is going to be happy to pull that card. Oh, look, another signed card. We got 2 in the same box. Look at that. Cool. That does happen. You can get 2. You can get none also. Wiley Beckert. This is the Thwart the Grave. So, there we go. Another signed card. Not going to complain about 2. I'll take a 2 for any day of the week. All right, Swarm Shambler, Madame Marasa, and a little Booster Shoes minigame. All right, last pack from our regular packs, and we'll open the Expedition. No list card. I guess we're not getting the Scroll Wreck. But we got 2 signed cards, so that's something, I guess. And we end up with a Mythic at the end, Angel of Destiny, and then a foil. All right, let's check our Expedition, and we'll kind of do a quick recap. And get you guys out of here, and then I'm going to go to bed, try and get some sleep for work tomorrow. What do we got? Enemy Fetch. Come on, Enemy Fetch. It's an Ancient Tomb. It's not an Enemy Fetch, but it's not a bad card. Yeah, I'm so tired, I was like not even holding it on the camera there. So Ancient Tomb, good card. Not an Enemy Fetch, but if you're not going to get an Enemy Fetch, this is one of the top 2 cards I think you want. I think this one and the Cavern of Souls are the other kind of high-end expeditions that are not Enemy Fetches. So there we got it. We got 4 pathways, 2 break limbs, 2 branch lofts, but the 1 branch loft is a foil borderless one. We got 5 mythics. We got Angel of Destiny, Nahiri, Omnath, Agadeem's Awakening, and Nissa of the Shadowed Bows. And our list cards were a stupid annex that nobody wants. Why did they put this in here? Mischievous Queenar, Cloud Goat Ranger, which was also just the mystery boosters, I believe. Grim Harvest, Skull Clamp, which is a great card. Simian Spirit Guide, which is a great card. Relentless Rat's pretty good, and the Worm Power Stone. So we got some decent list cards. Can't complain. But there you have it. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Check out the description below. We did get, like I said, 2 of the signed art cards in the same box there. So there we go. There's a good angle for you to see the signatures. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the description. There's lots of ways to save money on cards and get cash back on all your purchases and all kinds of good stuff like that. Also, my address down there if you want to send me something to open on video. I'd love to open some subscriber stuff on video for you guys. Also, if you want to sponsor an opening or something, my email address is down in there, so you can hit me up. And I also do sell most of the singles that I open on the channel, so if there's any singles you're interested in, hit me up on the email, and we'll get that going for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. There's probably some other suggestions in the top corners there. Thank you guys so much. Take care, and have a great night. Bye.